9:15. Let's say good morning to Vicky Collins, who is from Strawberries and Cream, the event organisers of Tennis at the Palace the weekend after next. Morning, Vicky. How are you?
Good morning, Damien. Very well, thank you.
It's very nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for all these wonderful tickets you've given us.
No problem.
For what is set to be a superb event. A quintessentially English event in many ways. You've come in resplendent today in your straw boater summer hat, which is lovely to see. But you must take it off now and put your headphones on, okay?
Will do.
We've been running a competition today, as you know, to give away 2 tickets for Saturday's tennis and a Manchester City football shirt signed by the players and authenticated. And on Thursday, 2 places on board the Etihad Towers yacht, which is going to race a Bentley. You're going to have to explain how this is going to work, Vicky.
Well, yes, it does sound rather unusual, but they're 2 of our sponsors, and we hatched the idea last week that Etihad Towers own a yacht, but it's not just these people are not going to go and pose on a boat. They've got to work. It's a Volvo Ocean Race style boat.
I've got a picture of it here. It doesn't work very well on the radio, but it's a resplendent thing. It is just like the Volvo Ocean Racing Yacht Azam. If you were here for the Volvo Ocean Race over the New Year period, it's a huge thing, isn't it?
It is, and the 2 lucky winners will be joined by 4 of our players who are also going to be crew. So we don't want to wear them out too much. They've got to play tennis in the afternoon. Yeah,
that bit I get, but it's how they race the Bentley. I think we're just going to have to see what happens on Thursday. You're hatching some kind of plan here.
We've actually matched out nautical miles and road miles of where they can start from. And we'll start them at the same time. And we've got one of our tennis players, Younes Alanawi, who will drive the Bentley, and it's whoever gets back to Emirates Palace first, to the tennis courts.
I see. Well, somebody is going to win all in one go here. Winner takes all. This prize very soon. I have selected the winner. And Vicky, you're my witness here. People accuse me of fixing these competitions all the time. I didn't fix it. I pressed the button of destiny here. You'll have seen me do that.
The button of destiny, yes, indeed.
And it has selected a winner. Well, say who it is in a second or two. Tell me about Strawberries and Cream. Tell me about this event generally and how it's come about.
Well, I spoke to you before, Damien. We have an event in the UK in depths of Cheshire, in the rolling hills of Cheshire, which Etihad sponsor. And they kindly invited me out to Abu Dhabi 2 years ago. And when I arrived to Emirates Palace, I saw a huge expanse of grass and thought, there could be a tennis court there. And that's how it's come about. So Etihad still supports over here, and I just thought it'd be great to make a grass court event. It's so unusual for this region.
Well, there's already a cricket pitch there, but this, you're not taking over part of the cricket pitch. You're actually laying a court here, especially for this event. And in fact, it was laid some months ago, I believe.
It was indeed. It started 3 months ago, the works on it.
It's obviously a difficult thing to do in this climate. So how do you provide a good enough playing surface for these brilliant players to play on?
Well, the team at Emirates Palace have been amazing because they took it on as a challenge. The first challenge is the grass that grows here is not the correct grass. So it's like a buffalo grass. I'm not an expert on this, but that's what I've been told. I do know the grass that's used at Wimbledon is ryegrass. So ryegrass has been imported and laid so that we get the same kind of bounce. So it's harder so that the ball will bounce rather than just die on the grass that's there at the moment.
Because the players, anyone who knows their tennis will know that the likes of Tim Henman and Richard Krajicek and Henri Leconte and Jana Novotná and Marion Bartoli, they're all grass court specialists. They're all Wimbledon specialists. They're all associated closely with, well, in most cases, with Wimbledon. And this is being branded as a quintessentially British or even English event. Strawberries and Cream, Fortnum and Mason sponsoring. It's all quite Wimbledon-y, is it not?
It is, and that's the whole point. We've always said we want to bring a slice of Wimbledon, and it's not just the tennis, that's the experience that goes with it. So as you say, Fortnum and Mason, they're so known for their afternoon tea, and that would be lovely for people to come and experience and to watch these guys who do still play amazing tennis, and they are, as you say, grass court specialists, and I'm sure you'll get the chance to interview them during the week, but I could be biased, but they all say that Wimbledon is their favourite.
Yeah. It's just unique, isn't it?
It is.
And I'm very glad that you've persuaded Henri Leconte to come, because he's my favourite tennis player. I think he's brilliant.
Marvellous.
But if you haven't seen him play, dear listener, be careful, don't leave early. because Henri Leconte, if he spots you leaving the area, he'll stop play and he'll come over and drag you back in.
Correct.
He won't have anybody leaving early.
This is true.
And Mansour Bahrami as well is fantastic, the court jester. And there's a great story behind his career, which perhaps we could just briefly discuss. Now, he's Iranian, and he used to play tennis as a young boy in Iran prior to 1979. He learned to play with saucepans, didn't he? He didn't have a racket.
He did. This is correct. Good knowledge, Jamie.
Yeah, well, I like my tennis, and he's a great entertainer. And really, his career took off when he went to France, but he was a little bit old by that point to make it as a top pro. But he carved out a niche as an entertainer and a doubles specialist and a grass court specialist, and he's here too. So is he... Do you know who's pairing up with whom yet? Or is it singles or doubles or both? Or?
It's both, but as you've already mentioned two of the names, Henri Leconte and Mansour
Because
Bahrami.
if you put those two together, then really anything can happen.
Well, this is it. And, they fill centre court at Wimbledon. 13,000 people clamber in to see them. They are so entertaining, and this is what makes it different from, it's great, the tennis scene here. You've got the Mubadala event, you've got the Dubai duty free that's just been on. That's the current tour players. So tennis is really taking off in this region. What we have with our guys is, they can afford to be a bit more entertaining now. They're still competitive, don't get me wrong. They don't like to lose. I mean, the boat race and, versus the Bentley, that will still be competitive, I can guarantee you. And they still, like to play hard on court, but they recognise that our guests want to be entertained as well, and that's certainly what Mansour and Henri will do together.
Okay, before we find out who's going to win today and join us on Saturday and on the boat on Thursday, just run us through the weekend. Thursday's Ladies' Day.
Thursday's Ladies' Evening.
This is a week on Thursday.
Yes, next
12th.
Thursday, the 12th, yes. Ladies' Evening, and this really is born out of our relationship and the patronage of Her Highness Sheikha Bint Mohammed bin Khalid Al Nahyan, which is fantastic. She's a huge tennis fan, and we've met and we're both really passionate about tennis, and we wanted to do something for women in the region. So we are having, and this is why we're bringing the best of British really with the best of local tradition. That's again something that's really important to me and to this everybody involved in the event. So Ladies' Evening is purely for ladies only.
Mm-hmm. That's the Thursday.
That's the Thursday night.
Dress glamorously, ladies. That's the instruction
Indeed.
there. And then on the Friday and Saturday, masterclasses with the players and an afternoon's worth of tennis, afternoon tea, the works.
Indeed, and that's the same for Friday and Saturday. We have finals on Saturday, and we'll have our presentation to the players as well. So, like I say, it's a lot of fun, but they're still very competitive. They're still playing for pride.
Okay, well, let's find out who's going to be joining us on Thursday on board the yacht, and then off to the tennis on Saturday. Let's see if you know the answer to this question, Vicky, on Tim Henman's subject here. Highest ATP tour ranking for Tim Henman. Was it 4, 5 or 6?
Oh, goodness. I hope he's not listening. I'm going to go 4.
Go on.
I think
for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was in 2002.
Phew.
Yes, most people got that right, actually. Quite a few 5s and 6s here, but most people said 4. When was it he had his really good run at Wimbledon, so semi-finalist for about 3 years running? Was it the sort of early about 2002, I think it was?
2001, actually. I know this because one of our players who plays in our Cheshire event, Goran Ivanisevic, we asked Tim a question.
Another character.
Yeah, another great character. We asked Tim Henman a very interesting question last week, actually. If you could bury anything under Henman Hill, what would it be? And his response was Goran Ivanisevic.
Yeah,
because unfortunately he ruined his dream to seize it. But a great player and an amazing advocate for British tennis, really.
Yeah, well, he's one of the stars who'll be here in Abu Dhabi the weekend after this for Tennis at the Palace. You'll be joined by Laura, today's winner. Laura, congratulations. We'll be in touch very, very soon to sort out the details for a week on Thursday and then the tennis on the Saturday. Laura is our winner today. Tim Henman reached world number 4 in 2002. Vicky Collins from organisers Strawberries and Cream, thank you very much indeed for coming in. Thanks again for the fantastic prizes, and thanks for your choice of music.
Thanks, Damien.
Claire de Lune from Debussy's Sweet Bergamasque. The choice of Vicky Collins from Strawberries and Cream, the company behind Tennis at the Palace. Very nice, played there by Leif Ove Arnsnes, who's here as part of the Abu Dhabi Festival beginning today. It's all go. Is it not in the capital, Kyle Sinclair?
Quite right.
Tennis. This tennis is going to be great. Have you ever seen these veterans and the legends, as they're called, play exhibition tennis?
I haven't, but I think it'd be an amazing thing to see.
I can't wait to see Henri Leconte and Mansour Bahrami on court doing the trick shots, and Mansour Bahrami serves 5 balls at once.
Unbelievable.
To put off the other players. Great fun. And today's winner is Laura, who's won a pair of tickets for Saturday the 14th for Tennis at the Palace, and she'll be on board with a significant other, the Etihad Towers yacht, racing a Bentley. See, only in Abu Dhabi, only in Abu Dhabi.